The 32-county sovereignty movement, often abbreviated to 32CSM or 32CSM, is an Irish Republican group that was founded by Bernadette Sands McKevitt. It does not contest elections but acts as a pressure group with branches of cumainn organised throughout the traditional counties of Ireland. The 32CSM has been described as the political wing of the Real IRA, but this is denied by both organisations. The group originated in a split from Sinn Féin over the Mitchell Principles. Objectives: the restoration of Irish national sovereignty, to seek to achieve unity among the Irish people on the issue of restoring national sovereignty and to promote the revolutionary ideals of republicanism, and to this end involve itself in resisting all forms of colonialism and imperialism. To seek the immediate and unconditional release of all Irish Republican prisoners throughout the world. History: the organisation was founded as the 32-County Sovereignty Committee on 7 December 1997 at a meeting of like-minded Irish Republicans in Finglas Inn, Dublin. Those present were opposed to the direction taken by Sinn Féin and other mainstream Republican groups in the Northern Ireland peace process, which would lead to the Belfast Agreement the following year. The same division in the Republican movement led to the paramilitary group now known as the Real IRA breaking away from the Provisional Irish Republican Army at around the same time. Most of its founders had been members of Sinn Féin. Some had been expelled from the party for challenging the leadership's direction, while others felt they had not been properly able to air the concerns within Sinn Féin at the direction its leadership had taken. Bernadette Sands McKevitt, wife of Michael McKevitt and a sister of hunger striker Bobby Sands, was a prominent member of the group until a split in the organisation. The name refers to the 32 counties of Ireland which were created during the Lordship and Kingdom of Ireland. With the partition of Ireland in 1920–22, 26 of these counties formed the Irish Free State, which became the Republic of Ireland. The remaining 6 counties of Northern Ireland remain part of the United Kingdom. Before the referendums on the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, the 32CSM lodged a legal submission with the United Nations challenging British sovereignty in Ireland. The referendums were opposed by the 32CSM, but were supported by 71% of voters in Northern Ireland and by 94% in the Republic of Ireland. In November 2005, the 32CSM launched a political initiative titled Irish Democracy, a framework for unity. On 24 May 2014, Gary Dolly, a member of the 32-country sovereignty movement, was elected to the Derry and Strabane Super Council. In July 2014, a delegation from the 32-county sovereignty movement travelled to Canada to take part in a 6-day speaking tour. On arrival, the delegation was detained and refused entry into Canada. Protests: the 32CSM has protested against what it calls internment by remand in both jurisdictions in Ireland. Other protests include ones against former Democratic Unionist Party leader Ian Paisley in Coboh, County Cork, against former British Prime Minister John Major being given the keys to Cork City, against a visit to the Republic of Ireland by Police Service of Northern Ireland head Sahih Order, and against the Israeli occupation of Palestine and Anglo-American occupation of Iraq. In 2015, the 32CSM organised a demonstration in Dundee, Scotland in solidarity with the men convicted of shooting Constable Stephen Carroll, the first police officer to be killed in Northern Ireland since the formation of the PSNI. The organisation says the Craigavon too are innocent and have been victims of a miscarriage of justice. Legality: The 32-county sovereignty movement has often been critical of the Real IRA's military actions. However, the group is currently considered a foreign terrorist organization in the United States, because the group is considered to be inseparable from the Real IRA, which is designated as an FDO. At a briefing in 2001, a spokesman for the U.S. Department of State stated that evidence provided by both the British and Irish governments and open source materials demonstrate clearly that the individuals who created the Real IRA also established these two entities to serve as the public face of the Real IRA. These alias organizations engage in propaganda and fundraising on behalf of and in collaboration with the Real IRA. The U.S. Department of State's designation made it illegal for Americans to provide material support to the Real IRA, requires U.S. financial institutions to block the group's assets, and denies alleged RIRA members visas into the U.S. outside Ireland. The 32CSM also operates outside of the island of Ireland to some extent. The Gorkan stag cumainn covers England, Scotland and Wales, and has an active relationship of mutual promotion with a minority of British hard-left groups, including the Anti-Fascist Network, the James Larkin Republican Flute Band in Liverpool and the West of Scotland Band Alliance, the largest section of which is the Glasgow-based Parkhead Republican Flute Band, are also supporters of the 32CSM. As of 2014, the 32CSM's paramilitary wing, the Real IRA, was also still involved in attempts to perpetrate bombings in Britain as part of the dissident Irish Republican campaign, which has been ongoing since 1998.